welcome back to another Sims 4 building challenge. Today I'm going to be doing the every room is a different color palette challenge, which I have done in the past, but I want to do it again and slightly differently. First of all, I found a different website that actually gives me 4 different colors, whereas I think the last time I did there was like more different vibes. So I think maybe it would be kind of interesting to try more different websites. I was also thinking about maybe doing this with Pinterest, because Pinterest is also great for giving ideas, but I was very inspired by the color. Okay, maybe not that one. That's a maybe not that. Please don't give me that. But I was very inspired by the colors on this website. So I thought to myself, let's do this again. I love a good color challenge every once in a while. I feel like it de-stresses me. It's like when you guys tell me that you're de-stressed by watching my video. I de-stress by doing a good color challenge. I don't know why. But anyways, I also thought to myself, why don't we try and build in an apartment instead? So it's obviously still a house, but it's going to be in an apartment shape. So I thought to myself, let's maybe build in San Myshuno. But this has a lot of different places. Maybe actually in the arts quarter, because this is like a color challenge, color aesthetic. So maybe like arts would be kind of fun to combine together. I don't really want like a massive apartment, but maybe actually something like this. Maybe this place doesn't look too bad because it looks like we'd have enough room for a little bedroom, a dining room, a kitchen. Yeah, let's maybe do this one. And this also seems like a really colorful family. So maybe we're thinking that like we're redoing their home with a random color palette. Maybe that's what interior designers actually do. They just use a random color generator. Oh, this is actually very small. But I guess this could still be fine. This is such a fun house though. Oh my god, this is really cute. Okay, I love it. But today I'm about to destroy it all. So can I just bulldoze it? It's gone. Just like that. Poof, and it's gone. Okay, so obviously today, instead of doing, you know, the outside of a Sandra special, I don't have to worry about roofing. And it's like, praise the Lord, Sandra for once doesn't have to do a roof. Can I? Oh, I can add my own windows and stuff, which is really fun. I kind of just want to strip everything for a second and just like paint everything gray so that I can focus on doing the floor plan, because we've got to figure out how to do a Sandra special in an apartment, which I think this is an interesting Sandra special, to be fair. Why am I instantly thinking that maybe the bedroom should be kind of over here? Because I feel like the rest of this would be kind of nice to have, you know, maybe looking out over the neighborhood. Although, wait a second. Now that I think about it, I've lived in an apartment before and it kind of was miserable because it's very loud in apartments. So I'd like to think that maybe since you're at the very top, you don't want to be connected to the hallway because like the echoes will be echoing through the walls. So maybe I'll actually do a nice little master bedroom out in the back in like the corner so that you have the most like serenity and peacefulness. I think maybe that would make sense. Instantly then I'm thinking of putting a little bathroom next to the bedroom so that you have quick access to that. And then maybe this should be like a kitchen / dining room. That could work. What if we do like kitchen dining scenario kind of like this, and then essentially like that could become our sitting room, and then this could become a nice little office. So we've got a nice little zigzag hallway, but maybe that's kind of fun. Although it is kind of annoying how the hallway doesn't have any windows, but like I guess our hallways never really have windows. It's just the fact that you usually have a nice front door with a window. But can I change this door? No, I can't. Oh, that's a bit ugly, but okay. I guess maybe something like this isn't too bad of an idea. What do we think? Is this nice? Will this suffice us? Actually, the hallway. Wait. This room is not going to have a window in it, and I don't think I like that idea. Ooh, that's not good. Unless I somehow make the sitting room like kind of long and awkwardly shaped. No, that's still not going to work. Like I can't really divide these spaces very well. Unless I do... Wait a sec. Let's say bring the dining room in here a little bit, right? And create a little bit of an extra space. And then what? And then what? So then we also have just a bedroom kind of like this. We could do a bathroom maybe this sized. We could do an office space like this. And then just do like a really big sitting room that you enter the bedroom from the sitting room. I guess that could be kind of weird, but I feel like that's the only way we could make this work. Unless I maybe do something like this, where this is still your sitting room. You can still enter your bedroom. I could maybe make the bathroom go in closer to the bedroom so you've got quicker access to go into the toilet. Then we still have an office space, a dining room, and a kitchen. And we still have like a really hefty amount of space here, which actually makes it a little bit weird. So maybe I'll elongate things a little bit. Maybe I can even do something like that so that the hallway is a bit bigger, and maybe the bedroom can be bigger and the sitting room can just have more like fun activities in there. Maybe that's better, because at least every single room now has a window, because I think in an apartment it's so important to be able to air out the space. So I'm not gonna lie, I think this is a necessity. Okay, do I follow the windows outside or do I not? I really don't know how to do this. I'm kind of feeling that maybe we can get inspired by the windows that we've got downstairs, but maybe use our own little ones, because it's so nice that we can actually use our own windows now. I think that's so fun. So that's our dining room. Then we've got maybe something like this. Wait, can I use glass walls in an apartment? I can't use glass walls on the outside. No. Okay, I presumed that that wouldn't have worked, because like you can't change the outside walls, but also, oh, that's so annoying. Okay, well, I guess it is annoying, but also like what was I expecting? I guess that does make sense. So maybe let's just do, can I make the walls smaller? No, I also can't. Okay. Never build an apartment, and now I understand why, because it pisses me off how I can't change enough, you know? I want to change everything. Maybe I could do like a fun little corner window like this in the bedroom. So at least we've got like something kind of fun going on here, and then we can have just one in the office space, and then maybe just like one little bathroom window like this. I mean, it looks weird, but I don't really care about what it looks like on the outside, because it just does not matter. No one's really going to be looking. Plus, you're at the top floor. Who is going to care what it looks like? Nobody. Trust me, no one's going to want to see what your bedroom looks like. Okay, so then we've got this going on for the bedroom. Now that I think about it, maybe actually this kitchen should also have like a fun little window, just to allow a little bit more natural light. Yeah, look, that's fine. That's going to, I think that's going to make a lot of sense. Unless I also add, wait a sec. If I add this window underneath, I could actually make like a longer version of these windows. That is a little weird, the way it's kind of clipping. That would be kind of fun though, because you can just like make bigger versions. Or do I really care? Nah, I think this should be okay. Right, so that's what we've got going on here for us. So maybe then let's get some nice archways, and definitely this is where I need the tall version of just this regular archway to match these ones, but just a singular version. Do you get what I mean? That's exactly what I need, because that is just so annoying, because when I put an archway here into the kitchen, it's just going to clip into the walls. So I don't want that, but this feels too small. There is one that's slightly taller, which is this one, which I guess actually, do you know what? Maybe I could use it in today's video. Maybe that does make sense. Maybe for the sitting room, we could have like a giant one. Okay, no, maybe still this small one is gonna make a lot of sense. This then is the dining room inside here. So I guess I will need another one of these going through here. Maybe we could also enter the dining room from the kitchen. I don't know, maybe that would be a lot of fun, just to have like a nice little maze going on in the house. You know yourself, just a lovely little maze. Then can we do like maybe bigger doors for the inside? See, we've got no like regular door, kind of like this, but just wooden. Can I not get like a regular door that's tall? That's very annoying. Why do we only have small doors? I could do this. Kind of weird, but it might be kind of fun. It is a bit weird though to have like frosted glass in every room. Yeah, no, screw that. I'm not doing that. I'll just do the regular doors, I guess. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo, normal doors. Okay, so here maybe we could have like another little reading nook. A reading nook is what I meant to say. Okay, so that is the layout of our apartment, and I'm so glad I tinkered with it a little bit longer, because now I know I've got every room that has a window in it. I just remember that apartment life. Everything was moldy in my apartment, because my apartment was very old and there was mold like in the walls, like it was embedded in the walls. That's also the beauty of Ireland. Also, Ireland just has that vibe. So yeah, it was a bit of a nightmare and a bit of a joke, but look, we've overcome it and now it's great. Can I also paint the ceiling? Oh, I can. Okay, thank God. Right, so that concludes the tour of the layout of the house. I don't have to do anything on the outside, which is just so nice today, that I get to just focus on doing the inside without worrying about what the outside looks like. But I miss my landscaping. Wish I could put some landscaping on this. Anyways, so let me maybe begin with the kitchen. I don't know why I kind of want to get this kitchen out of the way, because it seems like a very interesting vibe. Also, how fun would it be to live so high up? I think that's actually really fun. Anyways, I think I'm going to randomize 3 times, and the third one is going to be the color that we're going to use. So are we ready to start this colorful little apartment? Let's randomize. So let's go. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, that's cute. Okay, so we've got green, we've got like a pastel-y mint, we've got like a peachy tone, and kind of like a muted enough pinky color. That's kind of cute. I'm going to leave this on the screen for you as well as I'm building, just so you can kind of see what's going on for a while. But I'm not going to lie, I think we're off to a good start. So looking at the fact that this is a kitchen, I'm kind of inspired maybe by that like light green. Although, do you know what? No, that green, it's not really giving me the same kind of green. Although, is it? Maybe it is. It's like extremely close, but I was thinking maybe of doing something like this. Then we also need like an earthier green, and I almost feel like the earthier green that they're wanting me to use is this one. Although that's not even very close. Jesus, wait a second. Maybe it's this one. Yeah, I guess we could try and use this green. I guess that might be an okay option. I don't know. This is just me trying my best. And then the pink that I was thinking was also this, but also I feel like that's wrong. Wait a second. What am I doing? I can't decide on the pink. Maybe this would be quite close to what I'm after, because everything else really just is not the right color. Like, we just don't have that right color that I'm after, and I think I'm going to just have to make do with what I have. Like, that's way too vibrant. I'm kind of thinking of like a muted pink, so maybe something like this is actually not a bad idea. And instantly already I'm kind of looking at this basic pastel, and maybe I'll actually also use that in this room too. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. I mean, I don't mind making this quite interesting and quite fun, just as long as it feels like an okay space and that it doesn't feel too forced, that I'm like expecting these colors to work together, you know? Because at the moment, maybe it isn't. Maybe I need to actually incorporate a little bit of like wood or something in here. Maybe also being inspired by that like little salmon-y, well, it's not even salmon, by that light peachy color. Maybe I can go for these hexagonal shapes. Maybe they could kind of incorporate something fun inside here. I'm going all out with the green apparently. I really have just decided that. I don't know whether it's going to look good, but honestly, I don't really know. I just gotta make that green work in this space. That kind of like light greeny color. I guess that's, you know, that's the way it is today. Maybe we can get inspired by that peachy color and maybe do like gold accents. Or maybe not. I feel like still like silver or white probably still matches the space a little better. My God, what is this space? Actually, do you know what? These curtains, they come in like a light green. That could be kind of fun to maybe incorporate some of those. Yeah, this is looking okay. It's not looking the worst so far. Like, you gotta admit, it's not the worst. I'm just like really lacking that strong green. Maybe I will also add like a little dining table here. Maybe more so like a tall dining table. There is like this, well, it's not really green, but maybe something like this would work. And I really want like dark green chairs. Can I get something more darker? Like kind of these? Well, not necessarily. It's like an earthy green, and I really don't think we've got much of that kind of earthy vibe. Kind of annoying, I'm not gonna lie. Okay guys, so this is what I've done. I've actually got very creative over here on this side of the wall. I hate the way these disappear though as the walls come up, but this is what I've created. So like a fun little seating area with like more extra storage, because obviously apartment vibes, you need more storage. I did like this fun little green collage here over just to celebrate that darker green a little bit more, because it's kind of hard to find that specific green in the game. There's a lot of like pastel greens, but not enough like green, earthy kind of strong green vibes, if you get me. So over here we've got some nice little bit of clutter and an extra bit of pink just to bring that pink back in on that wall. And yeah guys, so that completes your kitchen, which I think is a good start. We're off to a strong, serious start. I really hope you like this. I love that kind of pink and green together, so I think we did a good job. I think I might go straight into the dining room next, see what we can create out of that. So let's randomize 3 times. 1, Jesus Christ, thank God we didn't get that one. 2 and 3. Oh Lord, but that's worse. That is okay. So we've got Christmas on the right and the kitchen on the left, essentially. That is really bad. That's not what I wanted. Does anyone like this? Please let me know. So we've got like strong reds, a weird like green, also really similar to the kitchen green, but also kind of like this type of green. Kind of like that mossy, is it mossy or is it kind of like an artificial green? This is what it feels like to me, like a very fake kind of green. So maybe we could use this wall. I don't know how I'm going to incorporate that red, but looking at the fact that there is green, maybe I'll make the greens kind of work together, and then we could do reds in like the detail. Is that what I'm gonna do? I really have no idea. Maybe I can incorporate a little bit of like this to bring in those like apartment, New York concrete apartment. Oh my God, I'm actually struggling really badly here. I don't know how to make this look good. We've also got like this thing, which I feel like this is really inspired by that wall. Why don't we make everything green, right? So we have something like this going on. And then the floor, obviously we'll just do like a regular wooden color, which I also feel like I kind of want a tinge of green. I'm not doing a green floor, by the way, but maybe like a tinge of, you know, the way some of these like floors have like tints in them. Like I feel like sometimes I look at this and I'm like, is that very like greeny vibed? Maybe not that particular one. But I swear, you know what I mean. Like, that's peachy vibes. You see what I mean? Or am I just making that up? I could just be making it up, to be fair. I make up a lot of things in my head, so that makes sense. Maybe I'll go for something like this here instead. That could be fun. Yeah, so fun. Okay, so then I reckon to make this normal, I need to use a normal table. Like, I have to go for nice wooden vibe table. But maybe we can make the chairs, like, red. What if I do this red, right? So that's cool. It's looking funky. It's looking interesting. How in the name of God do I add a hot pink to this? Is there any hot pink chairs? There's this. There is this, to be fair. There is this. What if I do that? I'm going to try it. At this point, I'm desperate, so I'm going to try it. Honestly, that pink and the green do actually work together quite interestingly. But how do I add red into this? Red and pink really clash in my eyes, especially the two colors that we have here today. So I really don't know how I'm supposed to make this work. Unless, do you know what I can do? I can just take these apples, make them red, and call it a day. Red apples. Yeah. We're on the right track, guys. We're on the right track. Okay, I'm just desperately trying to find as many like red things that I think would work together, that I could create some sort of like red decorations rather than having like a literal red. Do you get me? Like if I do something like this, or even if I put like this on top of it, like that's like funky. Like that is something that these people wanted to achieve with this space. So maybe like we can't really argue with it because it's art, like, you know, that kind of way. But I'm really struggling. I'm struggling to make this work. I don't think this is going to happen for me today, honestly. Just don't think it's going to work personally. Oh my God, if I put that up here, it would look cool, but it also looks so knockable. Like you could just like walk into that and it would fall. You would look at that wrong and it would fall. So maybe not. Maybe this lady gets to go up here. That's kind of fun for her. She looks like she's got 4 legs. Wow, that's really fun. Guys, I don't like this. This is not a nice swatch. I was like so convinced this was just going to be such a fun little video to do. Like, oh, what's going on? Why is it like this? What? Oh my God, what is this room? It's so bad. I can't figure it out. Like, I can't figure out what to do. Maybe I need to go back and do the red instead. Guys, this is absolutely the worst room I think I've ever done in The Sims 4. Like, it's the worst. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I can't make this work. I can't make this look good. I am struggling, to say the least. I just want to leave this room and never come back. But I'm really trying to persevere and continue and make sure that, you know, I create something nice out of this. But it's really not looking like, okay, it's looking really bad. It's looking so bad. Can I leave this room and maybe come back to it later? Because I don't think I've ever really done that where I come back to a room. But I gotta go. That room is just offending me. I'm upset about it. And I think I gotta go. So I think I'm gonna move on straight away. I think maybe let's go straight away, like as far as we can from that room so I don't look at it for a while. Let's do the bedroom next, maybe, shall we? Please give me something normal. Do not give me this cursed color palette. Right, let's go. So that's going to be the bedroom. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, I'll take this. Blues, slightly like a purplish blue-ish, and nice light blues and like a creamy beigey, almost like borderlining white. That's fine. Okay, this, I feel like it's gonna get me back on the right track and I will be able to continue this. So I'm glad I stepped away from that room for a little bit. Right, so we've got light colors, a really nice light vibey color. So I'm thinking maybe let's go for like nice light wooden floor as well, just to kind of match. I definitely think I will use like this, although that still is like a bit too warm now that I think about it. I really thought that these colors were like a lot more muted. They're really not actually. Oh wait, this could work for that purple, kind of. It's almost impossible to get the right kind of shade. So maybe I just need to start figuring out that this is not... Okay, the purple is so limited. Why am I even surprised? Maybe I need to stop like worrying too much about the actual idea of these colors and just really only get inspired by them, because I think this could only get really bad for me if I don't just continue on and just forget about it, because I'm gonna like start hating this whole house. Yeah, so maybe something like this is kind of interesting. We got like a little bit of paneling going on there as well. So let's go for the bedroom. So I definitely want like some pastel kind of colors, and maybe this bed. Does this bed have like a nice pastel vibe? I mean, it has like a bit of darkness going to that one, so maybe not. This will actually be kind of fun because that light tea blue is coming through. So maybe I'll go for this. I could also go for that for like the blue, but maybe that's a bit much actually. How am I already stuck? Can I maybe do something like this in this room? Would that be kind of fun? I think maybe once I start adding like my nice little bits and pieces, this might make this feel a little bit better. So I'm just going to add my favorites. You know, I'm going to add some greenery, some plants, literally the same things on the bedside locker every day. But that's the only thing that makes the bedside lockers look good. Oh, maybe I could go for like white to kind of go with that light beigey color. Maybe that makes sense. Yeah, nothing really makes sense though, does it? It really doesn't. Okay, we've got a bit of purple in that, which actually is kind of cool, but maybe on this wall I can get inspired by that. Oh, wait now, why do I feel like this painting is a literal representation of our color palette? Because it's got like the blue and the pink, and it's got like some of the beige, and then maybe the black matches the frame now over here. Wait now, guys, I think I'm on the right track with this. I think I'm getting the hang of this, and maybe my palette is cleansing after that stupid disaster of a room over there. Let's maybe go for this, inspired by like that light, really light beigey color. We can get inspired for the wood tone to be like this. Why do I kind of feel like I want this ginormous plant here? Because plants like this obviously fill this space really well, and especially in like a huge apartment, I feel like that's going to make a lot of sense. I could make it have like pink leaves to maybe match that little bit of a pink vibe. We might do like these curtains. I think these would be quite fun. That's nice. And then in the corner, I definitely want like another little seating area, and maybe a little bit more pink, I guess, because it's kind of blue purpley over there. So maybe like a nice little pinky little chair. Actually, that's kind of fun. Is it maybe a bit too much? I need like a dollar pink. Although that's kind of nice. That really does match. But am I like too far from the idea? Wait, what if I do this and that together? Oh, wait, that could work. That actually isn't too bad because it's got like both the pink and the blue, and it still looks like it really matches. Oh, I like this, guys. I'm there. I'm getting there. This is amazing. Okay, but now what? What do I do now? Maybe this thing? Yeah, that's kind of nice. I could just like move these out a little bit. See, now if I had like a fun drinks tray, that would be really fun. Well, actually, a drinks tray in your bedroom, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe let's not do that. But I could just have like this little fun tray. That's nice. Just like, you know, some nice fresh water. We love to see that. And then maybe for the rug, if I could have like a combination of all those colors, that would be really fun. But I really don't think that that is the case. That's kind of fun because it's got like blue, and it's also got like some of that like creamy beigey color. So maybe something like that is actually not the worst idea. Why do I kind of love this room? Like, it's kind of giving me like sweets vibes. It's making it kind of pretty, and like, I don't know, I'm kind of loving it. Maybe we could do like 2 of these lights over here, and then I'll just get like some decoration, some little cluttery bits just like hanging out over here. Maybe this like blue little, I keep calling this a square. It's more of an X than it is a square, Sandra. What are you talking about? Like, every time it's not an X. Well, it is an X. It's definitely not a square anyway. And that pink little light as well. That's fun. It's something. It's definitely something. But I kind of actually really like this room. I'm not gonna lie. There's no mirror here though, which is slightly annoying. I kind of do want a mirror. So now that I'm thinking about it, why don't I actually move this over here, right? A little bit to the corner. We will remove this. We'll keep that light over here by the wall so that it gets smashed by the door, because of course that's just how it works. And then I could just do a nice little mirror on this side. Is there like a blue version of this? Oh my god, there is. Oh, that's so fun. Oh my god, I love this. Why do I love this room? For some reason, this room is just like so like therapeutically like sweet and lovely, and I feel like my brain is being like cleansed by this room. And also these lights perfectly work. Oh my god, I love this room. I love this room. That's all I'm gonna say. I love this room. 10 out of 10. Yes, I just love the fact that these two chairs are like the same, but they're different and they do actually match. Oh, guys, do we love this? I think we do. Okay, I'm happy with this. I feel like I cleansed my palette, but I'm not ready to go back to that dining room. So maybe let's do the sitting room next. So let's do the sitting room palette. So we've got one. That's a nice one. Oh my God, I wish we could get that one. That's really nice. Two. Jesus. And three. Oh my God, no, it's green and red again. Why? Green and red. Oh Lord above. Maybe, am I allowed to maybe like drop a color? Or maybe, do you know what, in the next color palette video, I think I'm gonna pick out my own color palettes and then work with what I want. Because this is bad. Can I get a reroll? Can I just get one reroll? I'm gonna give myself one reroll because I feel like I'm gonna make this way too similar to the dining room. And if I get to do that again, I think I could scream. Okay, I'm just gonna give myself one reroll. I'm gonna just click it once, and if that's the one, then that's what we're doing. Okay, that's fine. I'll take this any day. I'll take this color any day. Right, so that's going to be quite nice. So we've got still a purple. Like that purple is creeping in every room and it's so annoying. But I guess I could do... Okay, that's just too vicious. Maybe something like this. Okay, that is it, but maybe not on that whole entire wall. So maybe this wall over here can just be like a nice little purple accent, you know, like this wall. Then we've got like a peachy vibe. Maybe, oh God, actually... Every 2 minutes, I'm like, yeah, this wall will work. And then I'm like, I can't figure out where to imply this peachy color. Wait a second. I need to find a better peachy color because that's not really sitting right with me. I need it to be a little bit more dull and muted than the one that I have. Oh, moldy wall. That's kind of fun. Wait, why don't we go for maybe a little bit more... stronger orange? Because you know the people that live in this apartment, imagine if we were actually going with the storyline that we're redoing their house. They loved their colorful rooms, so maybe that's the one way I get to incorporate some of these crazy colors and actually make them work, because I'm thinking about the family that I'm building for. Why don't we do that? Maybe that way, if I get into that mindset, I will be able to go back to that stupid room over there and finish it off and making it look well. Because at the moment, I am struggling. Okay, we've got like light green. But, oh my God, I just don't know how to make this work. I just don't know. This is too difficult. We started off really nicely in the kitchen and I love the bedroom. And now I just can't. Like, I don't know what to do. This is just too hard. Unless maybe, wait now, if I get rid of that purple and maybe we can do purple like items. And maybe I just get like stuck in with this like orange and green. Maybe that would be a better option for me, because at the moment I'm just like considering just turning off my computer and never going back into The Sims 4 ever again. So maybe let's try and work with something that I want. Okay, let's just try that maybe. What if I add some nice like wooden paneling as well? Because like we're allowed to add some wooden colors. So maybe the paneling is like the way to go. And then I could go for like a nice kind of, maybe not as busy of a wooden floor. Maybe this would be fine. And then I'm sure we've got like a couple of really interesting kind of vibrant purple swatches for couches. She says this as she's like really hoping on for hope. Maybe this one, because that's got a little bit of purple and maybe like a little bit of that orangey color. Maybe not. Wait a second. Do we not have like another one? What am I imagining? I'm imagining a couch. Oh no, it is this one, but it's not what I thought in my head. So I don't know whether this is also going to work. You know what? I am going to try and make this couch work. I'm just thinking about those people that live here. Maybe they love crazy colors like this. And I'm here to bring them those colors. Like I'm here to do it. Maybe we can even use curtains like this, she says. And maybe somehow we can incorporate like a bit of a matching color. Like I suppose that purple, I feel like I always use these curtains. Every time a purple comes up, I like try to save myself for those curtains. I definitely want like a, no, not purple, like a salmon-y, oh my God, salmon, literal salmon. No, I want like a salmon-y color rug. Is that meant to be orange or pink though? I have no idea. At this point, I think I'm going colorblind. Whoa, that's kind of fun. I've never seen this rug before. I'll try to use that some other day. Not today, unfortunately, not today. Wait, this is kind of fun. This is kind of like pinky salmon-y. I mean, maybe it's straying away a little bit from the orange, but is there any way I could make this look good? Oh, wait now. No, sorry. This thing, this might work better, but now I feel like the couch doesn't work. Maybe we're kind of going more so towards boho rather than like eccentric kitsch vibe, whatever that means. So maybe, oh my God, this couch. No. Bloody heck. I don't know. I actually have no idea what to do, guys. I have no idea. I don't know how to make this look good. I feel like in the first video that I did, when I did this for the first time, I think I did a better job. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say that it's totally over yet, because I mean, like, I have high hopes that I could still make things look good. But I feel like I did a better job in the other video. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this is just not it for me today. It's just not it. That literal color is the exact color. Oh my god, that's perfect. So at least you got something that matches. Jesus, that took us long enough though to figure out. I was literally like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? And I guess at least you got that. Wow. Okay, maybe we could do like these lights for whatever reason. I still have barely any like of that greeny color, but do I really care? Not necessarily, honestly. At this point, like, I really couldn't care less as to what I have and what I don't have. I'm just trying to survive in this stupid challenge. Okay, this comes with like a fun green, so maybe I could chuck that into the corner. I'll add some fun little details everywhere. Lovely stuff. Maybe just like another little fun tray. Maybe we could go for this one, because I know that this one comes with like a fun pinky color. So maybe that's like our fun little pink coming through. I have no idea what the heck is going on. I also feel like maybe if I add, maybe I thought that this was maybe a bit more green, but it's obviously not. Unless I do this color to match that unit over there. Yeah, that's kind of fun. Okay. So then on this wall, if I could get like one of those mahoosive paintings just to cover up this whole wall, that would be a lot of fun. I guess I could do the purple. It's kind of giving me like cyberpunk vibes. So maybe that's kind of fun. Who knows? Maybe we love a bit of cyberpunk. Over here, then I'm thinking of like a big study vibe. If this was in like a green color, that would just be chef's kiss. But we do not have that. We barely actually have any kind of green, I don't think, unless I do that tree, which I'm not really doing that either, because I think that's a bit silly. Although it has light green and dark green, but what am I doing? Building a preschool? Although a preschool build would actually be quite fun too. What if I do this thing, right? And then maybe add a nice little fun mirror up above it, like my favorite one, to make it feel more refined and polished than what it actually is. Like, maybe there's a way of making this little piece look fancy. Wait a second, guys. I feel like I'm on the right track with this. I just gotta focus, and I think just close my eyes at this point, because I don't know how else to make this look good. My limes. Oh yes, guys. That looks fancy now, doesn't it? It's so fancy. So fancy. We love to see it. I think I just hate the idea of like these really tall walls, because I just don't know what to put on these walls to make it look fun. Because like, what do I put over here now? Like, what do we need? Maybe like some random surfaces, like something stupid like that. Or maybe this thing. Oh god, yeah, wait now. This thing, perfect. Oh my god, thank god I found something. That was, you know what? That was a close one. I didn't know what to put there. Maybe we could do another like little plant next to this. Oh, maybe this hanging dude. That's kind of fun. Yeah. Wait, is this kind of giving me this vibe now? I mean, there is a pop of every single color, but does it look good? I'm not sure, but maybe I'm actually doing this okay. Maybe I was a bit too worried. Yeah, guys, wait a second. This is not the worst. I think I'm going to leave this room like this. I'm actually not too upset over it. We've got a sitting room. We've got somewhere to read. We've got somewhere to watch TV. We've got my little lemons. We've got some beautiful decor pieces. We've got purple. We've got green. We've got that little pinky salmon-y color. And what else am I supposed to do? Nothing. So I'm going to move on, and let's maybe do the bathroom next. I'm feeling really bathroomy vibes from this for whatever reason. Right, so let's spin for the bathroom. So 1, 2, and 3. Oh, that red is there again. Okay, I'm gonna ignore the red. Maybe if you just like close your eyes, forget the red is there. I think maybe with like the blues and that like a bit of purple, I think I could make this work for a bathroom. But still, I feel like I'm getting the worst color choices ever imagined in human existence. So that's great. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Right. Looking at that color palette, I actually don't even know where to start. Like, what do I start with? Well, thinking about the navy, I'm instantly thinking about that new toilet. So this toilet comes with a lovely navy swatch. So maybe we could somehow make this work, like this naviness coming through. And then we're extremely stuck, because what else do I do then after that? I guess I'm gonna make like a fun walk-in shower. I don't know. At this point, I really don't know what I have to lose. Nothing. So I'm gonna do a really fun little shower scenario. Maybe we could add some black. I'm kind of thinking maybe of putting that glass wall inside there and creating like a glass partition like this. That's kind of fun. You gotta admit, that's kind of cool. Kind of cool and fun and quirky. Maybe then for the flooring, I could also go with that navy vibe. Like this, but in a navy. Wait, that's kind of nice. we're getting somewhere, guys. That is kind of fun. I won't lie. I don't mind this at all. But maybe something like that would work quite nicely. I could add this sink, right? I know it's going to be like, whoa, Sandra, why? But it's got a bit of red, and that red is kind of dark, and it still has gold accents. So why don't we maybe go for something like this? Does this kind of make sense? Not really, but do I really care? Not much. Also, that glass also has a little bit of blue. So dare I say I've ticked off the blue already. Do you see that like rim? That's blue, guys. It's blue. Forget about it. It's blue, please. So then maybe hopefully I could just go for some like matching kind of goldy colors. And then for the walls, we just forget about them. There is this lovely navy one. So maybe I could also incorporate a little bit of that on this wall. And then on this wall, dare I do a bit of red? You know what? Does it look that bad? I kind of expected it to hit me in the face a little bit more than it did. Wait a second. Why do I kind of love this? I mean, I did change the color of that red a little bit. Oh, I've no purple. Oh, can I just forget about the purple? Because I kind of like this room the way it is. Because like if I try to add purple now, I'm just going to start crying. How do I... Okay, what if we can add like one little purple thing? Like maybe the mirror. It's got like a purple hue. Wait, this with purple. Hold on a while. Go back. This has like a purple hue on the back of it. So maybe this is what we do for the purple color. Okay, we're saved. We've got purple. We've got... From this side, I actually really like the red and the navy working together. Usually I wouldn't really say yes to that, but I kind of like that. And we've got that light blue with the glass. Okay, don't ask questions. We've got it, so it's complete. I could even maybe add... No. Actually, I was about to start defending it. I'm not going to do that. Absolutely not. Maybe then I could do this for like the rug, because that kind of matches like my navy. And then and then the rest, I guess I'm just gonna go for some fun little accents. I really cannot wait to hear your guys' opinion on this, because I thought that this would be like a fun little, you know, like de-stress challenge. De-stress Sandra before she goes crazy. You know, I've been recording a lot of videos lately. Obviously I'm enjoying all of them, please don't get me wrong. I always enjoy what I do, and this never feels like, you know, because this is my full-time job at the moment, it never feels like a full-time job. It always still feels just so fun. But then I'm like, oh, we're going to have a fun video today. And this happens. And every swatch is disgusting. And then I question my reality and my existence. But guys, I really love this bathroom. And I kind of want to say that this is my maybe second favorite room, because I think I like the bedroom the most. Actually, no, I like the kitchen the most, then the bedroom, and then the bathroom, and then this, and then that. Okay, so maybe let's move on and do the office space. We're getting closer and closer back to that dining room. And I feel like I'm regaining my confidence. So I think this could be good, guys. I think I can make this work. Right, so let's do the office space. Maybe I should find a website that gives me more like neutral tones so that I can get inspired by some like wooden tones as well. Maybe that could be fun. Maybe I should find a different website, but whatever. Anyways, office space. 1. That's lovely. That's really nice. 2 and 3. Why is it always the same colors? It's always the same. Can I roll again? I've got like no yellows or anything. I'm gonna go again. Can I add my own colors into this? Like, is there a way to like add your own colors? Because why am I not getting like yellows or anything? I'm getting nothing fun. Can I do one more? I'm gonna spin one more time. Okay, let's go. Oh, okay. I'm gonna take this because it's got orange, and we actually haven't gotten orange yet, I don't think. So let's maybe take this, okay? I'm sorry. I am slightly cheating, but if I don't cheat, then this house is going to be hideous. And sometimes you guys do give out that you're disappointed in the choices that I make. So I'm disappointed in the choice that I made today by starting this bloody video. So anyways, so I'm thinking maybe like this orangey kind of like color. I think that would be quite fun. And then instantly I could incorporate, I feel like my voice is going from screaming at this bloody video because yeah, I just need to like stop talking for a minute. Oh, yummy. Yummy, yummy is all I'm ever going to say to you. Yummy. And then maybe like that darker color. I know it's like not exactly that color, but I'm gonna go for this color, right guys? I'm gonna go for this, and you're not gonna mind, and we're all gonna just agree that Sandra is doing great. And then maybe we just need to get some sleep after this. Yeah, definitely. Let's just all go to bed after this. Maybe I'm gonna incorporate a little bit of like this brick, even though I feel like the brick should actually go on the other wall because that makes more sense because it's like an outdoor wall. So maybe the inside wall should be navy. And so far I'm really liking this, so I think I'm going to regain all hope with this room. What if I actually do carpet, like a blue carpet in this room as well? Maybe something like that would be kind of interesting. So then I'm thinking maybe I like the fact that this orange is like the pop, so maybe that's like the feature wall. So we should maybe put the desk over on this wall because that's like your fun pop of color, you know? What can I say? It's just really fun. Should we maybe go for like a desk like this of light wood and maybe like an orangey? Oh, that's very orange. I hate that though, so maybe not that. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go for that orange. I forgot that orange exists, so maybe I'm gonna go for that one instead. Oh, or this. Then again, that does remind me of that stupid little room in the back, but maybe that's actually kind of fun. Wait, now, I think I can make this work. This is going to be fun. We'll just do a regular little computer. We'll do maybe like this blue lamp, or wait, now, maybe this blue lamp. I feel like this blue lamp is closer to the vibe that I'm after, so maybe something like that is better. Nice little orange books here as well, and then maybe if I could just get like a little plant in the back. Yes! Okay, stunning. We're doing something. Whatever that something is, we don't know yet, but keep your hopes mediocre low, actually. I wouldn't say keep them up too high, actually. Okay, that could be a really fun idea to put maybe this painting little collage because it's got like that orangey color and it's got like blues and things. So maybe that could be actually kind of fun. Then I'm going to do the same thing because that lamp is on that side. I'm actually going to put a plant on this side, and because there's a plant on this side, I'll put a standing lamp over on that side. So that's just my OCD speaking to everybody. So maybe that makes sense. I could do almost like an orangey kind of plant. Oh, and we could do like a second one here as well because we love our plants. Plants are life. Honestly, I wish I was a better plant mom. I kill my plants. I'm in the process of killing another one, which is just so annoying. But you know what? Maybe someday I'll learn how to be a plant mom. Oh, no, wait. Is it fun? It's like so iridescent. It's really hurting my eyes. I kind of like it, but maybe not. Oh, wait, there's orange. We could do this. That's fun. Okay, I like this. This is more muted. I'm actually not vibing with that plant. Maybe it needs to be smaller and kind of more so over there. Lovely, lovely, guys. We're doing well with this room. Actually, out of all of the rooms, I feel like this one is not kicking my ass, like out of all of the other ones. I feel like me and this room are actually friends. I'm only acquaintances with the rest of the house, so that maybe makes sense. Okay, so then in the back, of course, you've guessed it, I'm also going to use this orange thing because what else would I use in this case? I really don't know. You can tell me what I could have used. What if I also use this orange light switch? What other pack items from that pack can I use? Because maybe this will help me if I just specifically go into Cozy Kitsch. What do we got? What have you got to offer? Not much, actually. We've got this thing. Is there an option for this? There is. I guess I could do that. I'm really kind of going with that orange though, aren't I? Like I'm kind of going a bit wild with it. So maybe I need to change it up. Kind of love the idea of that shelf though, but I still want something above it. Okay, this comes in a lovely blue. So I will use that one. Maybe I'll put, oh, I hate the way these candles scale down so awkwardly. And these don't really fit on this thing. Why would they do that? Why would you make these items not fit on top of each other properly? Why would you not like make them a little smaller? Okay, they kind of fit a bit better like this, I guess. It's still really close to falling, but I just, you know what, I don't really care. Maybe we could add like some extra blue with the poof, or maybe we could actually do the blue chair instead. I think that might be quite fun. You know me with my idea of a seating area. I like a nice little seating area, so whoever is like in your room could just like accompany you while you're like bored editing or whatever. She says I'm never bored of editing, actually. What am I talking about? I love editing. Sometimes it takes a toll on my eyes, I will admit, but I love it, so I'm really not gonna complain. Why is there a chicken there, you ask? Well, it's because it's got orange on it, and I think it's kind of cool, and it's not really working with this vibe, this kitsch vibe, but it's an orange chicken and it has blue wings on it as well, so I think that's pretty cool. So don't ask any more questions because it's just, there's no point of asking any other questions. Okay, so that's what we've got going on for this room, and I think that's kind of fun. Maybe could I add this orange rug just like in the center? It really will break this room up, or else it will just break the game altogether. I mean, it's a rug on top of a carpet, which I think is the silliest idea ever, but maybe this just adds like that extra bit of like coziness. And I think because this room is also wild, I will add another one of these, maybe in like this dark blue color, just to match the dark blue aesthetic. And then we're also going to do a nice hanging light, and then we're going to call this room a day. And dare I say, this wasn't actually the worst thing. I'm kind of glad that this room turned out like this, even though I definitely made it a bit more crazy than what the palette is suggesting. But honestly, guys, this video is not going very well for me, so I needed to take some creative freedom. Right, guys, so that is probably right now my favorite room. It definitely took the cake. So now we're definitely like, this is definitely number one, kitchen's number two, bedroom's number three, Bathroom number 4, still number 5 over here. Let's ignore the dining room still and let's continue doing the hallway. So the hallway is our last room that we get to spin for, and this better end on like a high because I can't not have it on a high. So please just give me something nice. Right, let's spin for the hallway. 1, that's beautiful. Why can't I get that? Why do you do this to me? 2 and 3. Oh my god, guys, the purple and the green is back together again. No, I can't do that again. That's really sad. Can I spin one more time? I'm gonna give myself one more go. Ooh, that's even worse. The purple should be banned from these challenges. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna do this because I'm not doing green and purple again. I still have to finish off that dining room and I just want to throw my PC out the bloody window. This is a disaster, to say the least. I'm going to save just in case my computer decides to stop me on my tracks, just in case. It's been kind of crashing lately, actually, so better to be safe than sorry, right? Right, so we've got a black, which is nice. Then we've also got like a reddish, kind of reddish brown, I want to say. And that reddish brown is kind of possessing me to try and use items that are that like reddy wooden tone that I usually hate, like this stuff. Maybe let's try it. Like, I'm not going to sit here and telling you that I will be able to make this work, but maybe there's a way that I could potentially give this a whack. I've also then got like a beigey kind of color. Maybe I could go with something like this today. I could incorporate that on a couple of different walls. Maybe like over there. And maybe like all of this can also be that color. The purple is back haunting me, so that's fantastic. Just brilliant. Brilliant. Yeah. Let's bring that purple. Oh my god. It's just the worst color in my opinion. No, I mean, like, as in I like purple, but when it comes to this game, I don't like it. Like, I just think it's just a waste. It's a waste of a color, really. Oh my god, that's so bad. Maybe let's like try forget about the purple for a second, just so that maybe I fall in love with the room one way or another in like a different aspect. Why don't we do like some black metal sheeting? Because that always saves the day. Black metal sheeting. How about these lovely black paneling walls or not? Or maybe this instead. Okay, this does barely even feel like black anymore to me. Oh, both of these are green, by the way. Oh lord above. I think I'm like actually going colorblind. Oh wait, there we go. There we've got black. This is so bad. I actually can't fix it. That's kind of cute. That front door is now bothering me exceptionally because that wood next to that wood is so bad. Is there any way maybe I could put like a curtain over it? Would we be upset if I literally put a curtain over that door? Because I could do like this curtain and like it's privacy, it's aesthetics, it's just nice. So maybe that makes a lot of sense. Should I continue that wood flooring inside here? Or do I actually maybe go for like this one? Oh, wait, mysterious vibes. Let's just forget about the back of that wall for a second. Maybe this is kind of fun. Yeah, I think what I need to do is use all of my favorite things because there is no way that I can see this working in any nicer way. So maybe if I just work with what I know that is going to look good, hopefully I'll be able to like get into the vibe and get into the zone and make sure that I'm actually doing this well, you know? Maybe if there was like purple accents, that would be kind of nice, but... Oh, wait, this book has purple on it. Dare I say I've completed the purple just with that book because honestly, I don't really want to have that purple at all. Also, I think I'm going to incorporate a little bit of like a golden color or maybe this. Oh, that's sort of fun. We could have like a two-piece kind of thing like that. That looks like a face. That looks like a horrendous face, actually. Why isn't that centered? Okay, there we go. Whoa, that's a face. That's a face. Do you see it? It is a face, but I'm going to leave it. Okay, so then just to remind everybody, this is the front door. So I will put this right here. And maybe we could even put like a coat rack. I don't know, you know, just like clothes and stuff. Shoes and stuff as well. You know, we're not savages here. We obviously like, we have our shoes and like our coats and stuff. So that's kind of fun. Yeah, I'm kind of glad that I covered that door because I think that does make a lot of sense. Over here, I guess I can't really put anything else. So maybe I'll just do like a nice overhanging light. Oh, maybe something slightly more industrial here because it's like black. Yeah, it's kind of fitting with that vibe, I think. Then over here on this wall, I am kind of thinking of maybe doing some chests of drawers. I've been kind of really into that recently. Well, I'm doing chests of drawers, apparently. Is there like a purple one I could get? Wait, that's nice. If it was bigger, I'd consider it, but I need like a bigger purple item. None of these really are purple enough, but I'd consider using this purple thing just so that I don't have to do like anything else. And then maybe I can make this wall like a reddy kind of orange. orange. So that kind of matches that kind of like reddy orange hue. And then just by me using this purple, surely that will excuse me and I won't have to use purple ever again in my whole entire life, because this is just bad. This is bad. Okay, maybe if I do a nice like collage of these. Okay, yeah. We're getting there. Something is working. I think I want this in the center. That would really make it like feel so contemporary, even though like that is definitely still not giving me contemporary vibes, but I'm like desperately trying to like create contemporary vibes with a lilac purple. Impossible. Maybe this thing could be kind of fun because it's got like a dark kind of almost black, and then it's got like a little bit of that gold, and then maybe on this door window, no, that's a wall, Sandra. Maybe on this wall I could just do like something like this. Maybe in like the brown to kind of match the wall, because we painted all of that the same color. And then I guess maybe just like another one of these like paneled lightings here. That's actually not that bad of an idea. Oh, wait a second. Is that bad? I love the way you can really see like that purple just like over there. Like that's the purple. That's the purple. And then we've also got the purple over here. Guys, I think this is fine. I think this is probably the best out of what I could have created. So dare I say that is actually complete, because I actually don't know what else to put into a hallway, and it's already a busy enough hallway. So the one last thing I gotta do is just really quickly just revisit this. Right, so the thing is, I think I'm kind of happy with what's going on here with the red. It's just as soon as I start bringing the pink in, that's when I just lose my mind and I can't look at it. So maybe I think I'm going to have to ditch that idea of like the perfect lovely manicured vibe, and maybe I actually have to go into the idea of like mismatched chairs, wacky, crazy, do you know, like that kind of way. So let's do pink and red. Wait, what if I do, like, I know that pink is like barely is even like the same type of pink, but what if I do something like that? So we can have two of those chairs, or else, wait, now there has to be another version, or wait a second, what if I do this? Because at least then the pink and red, it's obviously like, whoa, like stop the lights, what are you doing? But at least then maybe it's like a statement piece. It's done on purpose. It's something. Okay, I don't even like these curtains anymore. Wait now, guys, I'm on the right track. I think I could fix this. I'm on the mission to turn this room like into my favorite room, which is it's gonna take a lot of my energy, so bear with me. Are you telling me we don't have a lot of these curtains in a long version? Okay, well look, maybe that's fine. Maybe I could just use the green. No, not the green. Oh god, what color? Maybe black? No. Okay, look, let's just do the green for the time being. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Then in the center, I feel like I'm gonna put those apples there, even though I know it's gonna make the whole thing just not functional. But do I care? Honestly, if this house burned down, I wouldn't care. So I don't care if it's functional today. On the back walls, I could incorporate like a bookcase, right? There's gotta be, okay, no, there's gotta be something. There's gotta be something, but whether I'll be able to make it work, I don't think so. Oh my god, guys, this is so bad. Unless I add like this green and like just make that green kind of pop so that we're still aware that there is a green in this. I don't know what I'm saying at this point, guys. Maybe that. What if I, on this wall, do you know what I should do? What if I just do mirrors and then like that's mirroring this wall? So now it feels like there's more pink and red, even though there isn't, because I don't know what pink and red options to pick. Wait a second, there is this thing. This has got pink on it, and I don't hate that plant. I've recently only started using that plant, so maybe I like that plant. Okay, and then if I go into like a red painting, Bob, that's kind of weird. It is kind of weird, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, wait, this has got red and like that kind of bluey greeny hue. That could maybe work, or else this cool elephant. What works better? The elephant? The elephant's bigger, and honestly, I don't know. Actually, no, now that I think about it, maybe the other thing works a bit better. Can I make this huge? Oh god, that looks hideous. Okay, maybe this is actually much better. So we could do something like that. And then, okay, hear me out. If I get that stupid little decoration, the thing that I keep calling an X, maybe if I put this into the center of these two green items, that would be like, whoa, such a fun little like method of, okay, maybe it needs to be smaller. Hold on a while. If I make it like a tiny bit smaller and just like put it here, so it's kind of like in the center here, And then next to it, you guessed it, I'm going to do a red lamp. And it is probably going to be this one, honestly, just because I think this has the best potential in creating an intentional space, which is what I'm struggling to make out of this. But I think maybe it's that kind of kitsch idea that I'm trying to play with here. I could add this rug in the center because this also has pink and red, even though they're not the right hues of pink and red. But maybe that's the vibe that we've got to go with. And actually now this red lamp, weirdly enough, this red lamp I actually feel like will work here. Wait guys, wait a second. Am I fixing this? Is it being fixed? Please tell me it's being fixed. I hope you stay till the end of the video, honestly, because I hope you see this like turnaround of events, because I hope people didn't leave after this office being like, oh god, she doesn't know how to build. Because like, yeah, dare I say, I still don't know how to build, but maybe I've redeemed myself with this whole thing. Look, this has pink and red on it. That's fun. Guys, I think I redeemed myself. Dare I say that's not even the worst room of the house. Oh no, maybe it still is the worst room of the house. But guys, this has got to be it. I've got to just call it a day here. I need to just leave and never come back. But dare I say I fixed this room. I'm not going to say that this is still the best room I've ever created. But I think with the idea of like these intentional items in a kitsch form being put together, I think it makes sense. Okay guys, I think I did it. I think I've completed now the whole house, and weirdly enough, now that when you zoom out, maybe it's actually really nice. So maybe I don't want to say I elevated the space, because I can't actually remember what it was like before, but it was very like vibrant and very dark and very colorful. So maybe this is just like a slightly more elevated and modern approach to what these Sims already had. So also I think they had a kid and I totally got rid of their room, but whatever. Anyways, I think, okay, I was going to show you the outside of the house. I think we should do a tour. Well, come on in. Whoa. Okay, wait a second. How do I go into the building? Okay, there we go. Well, guys, welcome on into my apartment. As you come in, you are greeted with this actually really nice hallway. Dare I say it's actually fine. There's nothing wrong with it. That's a big face. We can all see it. Whoa. Over there we see a disaster of a room. So then we've got this going on over here, which is fine. So let's head on over into the kitchen. So the kitchen's beautiful. I mean, it's really nice. I love the pink and the green working together. So I started off really strong. I was really positive. I was really happy. And then we just ended up almost crying and my voice is going. So that's fantastic. So this is what we've got going on. I love like the pickled red onion. I think that's really cute. Love that part. So then as you come in here, you get a glimpse of horror, but we're gonna continue because I don't want to go in there just yet. I don't know why it's glitching out so bad, but whatever. Let's go into the, oh my god, the office space. That is a lot in the office space. Dare I say it's a bit too much, but it's blue and it's orange and there's different hues of blue. Yeah, it's blue and orange. I mean, I love it, don't get me wrong, but whether maybe I strayed away a little bit from the colors, probably, but I had to do something, guys. I had to do something to make it work. Then we've got the bathroom, which honestly, I love that combination of colors now, and dare I say I'm going to try and do a combination like that again properly, where I'm not forced to also use purple and a light blue. So maybe this bathroom actually turned out quite pretty. I think the idea of that red and that like dark navy kind of royal blue, I think it's nice with the gold. I think any bit of gold accents automatically makes the space more refined. So I like that bathroom. Then we've got the bedroom, which I think the bedroom is just so lovely and happy. And it looks like it would smell like lavender or like sugary sweeties. I don't know. It's actually really pretty. I really love this room. So I love like blue working together, all these accents being like a nice muted color version. But then also these two chairs, dare I say they're perfect. Okay, so that's quite nice. I like this room. Then we have to go all the way around over here into the sitting room, and the sitting room is vibey. The sitting room maybe is the most inspired by what the original family actually had in this house, and I cannot believe I actually used that moldy orange wall because that's from the Enchanted by Nature pack, but all the other swatches look moldy except for this one. So I actually really like this because it adds nice texture, and sometimes when you don't know what to put on a wall, adding texture is just going to make your life easier. So this is what we've got here. It's fun, it's colorful, and as I said, it's probably the most inspired by what the original family had. That's some cyberpunk vibes. You've got some purples, we've got whatever this kind of color is. But yeah, I think with the addition of like my favorite things, such as like my lemons and like that plant a million times, I think it makes me like spaces that I usually hate more. So maybe that's fine. Maybe we made it work. And then we've got this room. So I'm gonna leave this room up to you. I'm gonna just say nothing about it. I'm just gonna lightly skim. Oh my god, it doesn't even want me to show it to you. I'm just going to really lightly skim this room just to show you what it looks like. And I'm going to let you decide whether you like this room. So please let me know down in the comments if you think that this should still be burned down along with the house, or do you think that maybe I actually saved it, or do you think it was better before I saved it? I would love to know your opinion. Well, guys, I mean, that was so fun, but this just showed to me how difficult it is to make colors work, and maybe I shouldn't have taken them as literal as I usually do, and maybe I need to find a website that's only going to give me like 2 colors. So okay, look, maybe 3 at maximum, because it's a color palette, so at least 3 colors I think would be enough, because 4, it just introduces a mess. So let me know if you would like me to do this again, because I would really love to redeem myself and properly have a house where throughout the whole thing I'm not like actually ripping the hair out of my skull. So maybe that would be really fun, but I really still hope you enjoyed watching me struggle, because it's always a chaos on my channel. Well, guys, I'm gonna leave you right here, and right here is where that disaster of a room is. So please let me know what you think. Let me know if this maybe sparked any other ideas that you would like me to try out, because I'm always open to suggestions, just maybe not for color palette videos anymore. I definitely want to try a Pinterest one though, so definitely let me know if you like that idea. Of course, if you are new here, or maybe if you haven't yet subscribed and you're watching this channel, please do consider hitting that subscribe button, as that really does make my day. If you are going to be purchasing any of the Sims pack, do consider using my creator code. If you pop my name Sandra Picca into the creator code section at checkout of the EA app, you will be able to support my channel directly without doing anything. It doesn't give you a discount, unfortunately, but it literally fuels my content and continues making this a full-time job for me. So thank you so much to everyone that already supports my channel that way. It really does mean a lot. But regardless, just commenting and being here and watching my videos just obviously makes my absolute day and keeps me on your screen. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye.